This meditation is best listened to if you're not going to use your phone afterwards either to check messages or set an alarm. If you need to do any of these things, it's probably best you pause this meditation and restart when you're done. Often just before bed, we actually do something that's quite stimulating, such as watching TV or spending time online. What that means is that our brain gets really activated, and then we wonder why it can take us such a while to fall asleep. So in this meditation, we're going to do something rather fun. We're going to hang out with all our senses and see if we can turn them down so our mind quietens down, allowing the day to fade away and allowing us to drift away into sleep. Slowly fading down the senses, just as you would slowly turn down the volume on a lovely old-fashioned record player. And this is quite a progressive technique, so really don't worry if you don't get it right away. You will do in time. And when you do, it'll be a friend for life. So let's just settle in by feeling the support of the bed as we lie here, letting ourselves be entirely held up and supported. No effort from us at all. Getting a sense for the space around us, feeling safe, feeling protected. And for the start of this meditation, we'll actually open our eyes. Even though it's dark, just keeping our eyes gently open, not needing to look at anything in particular. This is the first sense we'll fade out. We've looked at so much today. So much information has come into those tired eyes, so they definitely deserve a break. Just relaxing your eyes, relaxing the area around your eyes. Grateful for all the work your eyes have done today. And as slowly as you want, start closing your eyelids, fading out the sense of sight. And noticing the different quality of darkness that is present now. Fading out our sense of sight. Nothing else for it to do tonight. Now tuning into the senses of smell and taste. These are very closely linked and are likely to be very quiet at the moment, since there's not much going on in their worlds. Thanking our senses of smell and taste for what they've done today, and making the intention to fade them down. Their work is done. Enjoying the relative calm of that. Sight, smell, and taste faded down. Now to hearing. Tuning into the sounds around us. noticing what you can hear, sounds near and sounds far. By its nature, nighttime is often quieter than the day, but it still has its own music. The sounds of the room, the sounds of the house, the sounds of outside. The sounds of your body as it breathes, and the sounds of this track. Just paying gentle attention to the sounds around you, not going out to meet them, but just acting like a receiver. A bed-shaped satellite dish, receiving whatever sounds there are. Relaxed. No sound more worthy of attention than another. And we'll help them fade out by making a subtle switch. Instead of listening to the sounds, tuning into the silences between the sounds. Allowing the quiet of outside to quiet the inside. Tuning into the silence between sounds. Tuning into the silence behind sounds. Paying attention in this way encourages the mind to be more open. Paying attention to silence. Open silence. Restful silence. Majestic silence. Fading out our sense of sound by resting with silence. The space between sounds. Fading out sound. Now to touch. Fading out our sense of touch by paying attention to where in the body we feel relaxation and warmth, and just resting there. Letting the natural gradient of pleasant sensation roll us down, noticing the most relaxed parts of the breath. The softness of the out-breath in the belly. Just letting the out-breath fade it down, taking our time. Letting the fading take as long as it needs to. Being patient. And just resting with whatever feels most restful right now. So, with all our senses turned down, we'll finish with thought. Treating thought in exactly the same way we did sound. Noticing any thoughts that arise. Not going out to get them, but just lying here and receiving them like a bed-shaped satellite. No one thought more important than another. Just thoughts arising and being received. No need to hold on to them, No need to give them any energy, just receiving them. And we can let them fade out in the same way we faded out sound. Noticing the gaps between thoughts, giving more attention to the gaps than the thoughts themselves, tuning into silence, connecting with that sense of silence, letting the natural gravity of silence fade everything down. The silence between thoughts, the silence behind thoughts, giving the silence the foreground for a change. However much that makes sense to you, resting with that. And if there is any confusion, knowing that that's just a thought too. Fading down the thinking mind. Letting the thinking mind put its head on the pillow and rest as well. Fading out. Sight faded. Taste faded. Smell faded. Hearing faded. Touch faded. Thought faded. Thank you